So the reason that it's come to the time when we need to let you get to know her better is because she's tired of being in the same room. It's time for her to cruise about. Today we have been all over Cabana Room in the front office, and she's been to this door several times. You all right? Did you get all excited and it made you short of breath? Yeah, that's a girl. So I can't keep her in one room, and it wouldn't be fair to keep her in one room like that. So it's time. What we have to do is educate people. Do you know that there are surgeries that can be done to help a kitty like this if it's done way sooner than what we've come to find heaven to be? There is some surgeries out there. They do it at our vet's office, and it's removal of that tissue before, and it's a drastic surgery, nothing like what this would have looked like, and they can do reconstruction at that time. So it's a educational thing that we can do also for people. If you see markings on a face, not all the cases, not all of them are the same, but some of them you can help them to live a longer life, and so that's why vet care is so important. Are you all right now? She's actually really, really, really cute. So she's just doing really well. When we first got her here, she has both of her bottom canine teeth, and all of her incisor teeth down here are gone except for two that are right beside the canine teeth. Why don't you sit up higher? There we go. And then the top, she's lost one of her canine teeth, and she's now all of her incisors are gone, but she has the other one. And she's got sutures. They took 4 biopsies, so the sutures are in around her cheek areas and one on her ear as well. Are you going to get too warm? We can take you out so everybody can see how beautiful you are. There you go, now that you're done peeing. She did, she peed all over Dawn. We woke her up, fed her, and didn't let her use the litter box, so that's our own doggone fault. But poor Dawn got the brunt of it. So because she has no true nasal passages anyway, she has to mouth breathe all the time, and that's why she's snorkely, and it's just the way that she has to breathe. She's been trying to purr. Somebody had asked earlier if she can purr. I think she purrs in her heart, but it's hard for her to voice that purr out loud because it's hard to purr and breathe with your mouth open at the same time. So she doesn't actually do the purr, but you can tell, you can feel that she's trying to do it. But she eats like everybody. She goes potty like everybody. Remember, she's a minimum of 15 years old. They had one family had, part of the family had said she was 20. Another one had said that she was 15. So regardless of what happens, we're going to love this cat. If she even only has 1 or 2 days to live, or 2 weeks to live, or 2 months, or whatever happens, we're here to love her. And I know this is our busy time when we have more and more people here, but I've thought long and hard about this, and this is not something that we hide. We are a rescue. When you work with rescue, you work with kitties that are not healthy, kitties that sneeze, kitties that cough, kitties that come in with 3 legs or no tail or 1 eye. You know, we don't get them real pretty most of the time. So it's the way it is. So this is our heaven girl, and she will be down and around, walking around some. And she has her cheeks. She just doesn't have her nose. You can open your eyes. She has both of her eyes. She is beautiful. Thank you, Nance. She is. I know she has us wrapped around her tail. All she has to do is look at us and look hungry, halfway hungry, and we feed her or we hold her or we pet her. People have come in just specifically to hold her, and she loves it. She eats it up. And I put in the blog the other day, we give to her and she takes, and then she gives back to us and we take it. Yeah. It's part of what we do. It's part of what we have to do in a rescue. Yeah. Thank you all for loving her. She does. She's a hugger girl. They love you. They love you. They think you're beautiful. I just can't imagine what she must have thought when, you know, her dad had died, and that week she got put outside. I just cannot imagine what she must have thought. And then to be out all winter like this. This actually started in the fall. Her deformities on her face actually started in the fall. No, it's not really that bad. No, I'm not, Spike. And actually today it was very, very interesting. She spent all day now out in, almost slid off of that. She spent all day out in the office, and I know of at least 9 cats, probably 9, maybe 10 cats that came over to her. And she was sleeping most of that time, because remember, she's old, just like Jack. He sleeps most of the time. And they all came over, and they knew she was different in that they hadn't met her yet. And they go over and sniff, and she didn't hiss or anything at them. It was just like, you know, can I get to know you? Can I see who you are? And once they got their sniffies done, then they were done. It was like, oh, it's just another cat. She just looks a little different. She is. You're gonna leave her out tonight in the office? Not for her first night. She's been pretty busy today, just getting to know the front office and the cabana. Oh, I felt that little huggy duggy. She doesn't drool. Nope, she's got her tongue works. This is the thing I'm very pleased about. I check her upper palate every day, and her upper palate is all intact. Her tongue is fine. There's no lesions on her tongue. Inside her mouth, other than it being shorter here in the front, is fine. That's right. She's just another cat that needs some loving. You know, a lot of people have said that, Queen. Yeah. Bye, Roz's mama. No, she says, I just want that shoulder. Okay.
Higher.
You know, I've always loved all you guys out there, but I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that you all you love our kitties no matter what they look like. That is her breathing, yeah.
You said, no, I'll just stay out with my kitties. She said, no, I'm going to go to the house without you.
That's, yeah. Rescue is not always pretty work, folks. Yeah. Rescue is not always a pretty job. Yeah, Patty snort. This sounds like Patty, doesn't it? Yeah. So we'll be taking her sutures out of her cheeks here next week, and that way we can then wash that face a little bit better. Thank you.
They want to know if she's in any pain.
No, there's no pain involved in this.
Like a happy cat.
She is happy. Yeah, she is happy. We held her up to the window out there at Thumper's room, and she just looked and looked and looked. And that day, those 2 days that they were pounding and pounding out there, my first thought was, oh, I better go in and get Heaven out and Joyful. Didn't bother either one of those girls. It's a little difficult to breathe, Spike, and that's because there's no nostrils. There's no real nostrils here. It's gone. So, and then what would have been her nostrils is covered over.
See you next Monday?
So it's mouth breathing.
Okay.
She is. She's a snuggler. She hasn't played yet. But she's, 15, 16, 17 years old. Yeah, she says that I like to purr. I like to try to purr, and I like to play. I like to sleep. Thank you all. Thank you, Jelly, for that. She's all played out. Yeah. Thank you all. Oh. Vera hasn't had her meds yet.
Yes. She's right here waiting, aren't you, Tara?
Well, this is a relief for me that we finally have introduced her because I've wanted to, but I knew we had to wait for the right time, and she's made us do it because there's no way she's going to stay in that room much longer. She says no. And I've been really surprised at how many people have gone in there, volunteers and friends that have come that have seen her, and everybody's been really good. Everybody's been really good and understanding. She would rather not be like this. And so she is as she is. She's sleeping, I think. Favorite food? Oh, she loves and I don't know what that. Hey, Angie. Oh, she's not here. Right here. I'm not sure what that is that she was eating tonight, but she's been scarfing up the Royal Canin baby canned food. She just puts that face in there, and that's a blessing that she doesn't have the nostrils, because if she had the nostrils way up there and she's trying to eat flat-faced, she'd probably get food up there, but they're small and shut, so she doesn't have to worry about it. I haven't tried sardines on her yet. Oh, when she's really sleeping, you can't hardly hear her breathing. And I appreciate you all understanding her. Come on. Does heaven have babes? No, not that I know of. They did tell me that they actually had Spader. Oops. She is trying to doze off, yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take her back. She really tries to purr, Ruffle, but I think it's too hard because she doesn't have the nose, and it's hard to breathe in and do the purring mechanism, that they have to do. So, but you can kind of feel that she really is trying to do it. So I imagine that she purrs. Even give her a kiss for you. Yep, up on the shoulder. Okay, well, I'm going to go put her to beddy bye. And her and Joyful have become very good friends. And is Joyful still out here?